I am just like you. I absolutely love my kids and I adore them. And there are times where my mommy instincts get the better part of me and I want to make life easy for them and I want to do everything for them because I love them. It goes under the disguise of love. But unfortunately, I know that we live in a world that may not always be kind to our children. Life is not always going to be a bed of roses for them. They are going to face challenging times. They're going to face difficulties in life. And I believe as parents, it is our responsibility to give them the life skills to become competent individuals. I believe that competency breeds independency and also confident children. I have learned so much on this journey of raising independent kids as a mom. There are many things that I struggled with and many things I just had to let go of to make sure that my kids had the life skills that was necessary to thrive. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys tips and lessons that I've learned and even my struggles that I have encountered in raising independent children. Hi, my name is Lois Lewis, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your love and support. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please just subscribe to it so that whenever I post a video, you will always be notified of it. And yes, just come join the community. So you guys, I believe that there are so many factors that weighs into raising independent kids. But one thing from my observation that I believe is noteworthy is understanding your child and your child's temperament, their personality, how they are wired. I believe that that plays a huge part in their independency. I have a firstborn and I have a middle child, and they are totally different. My firstborn, he came out of the womb independent, very confident, love people, tend to be a bit bossy at times. He will tell you how he feels. If he's hungry, he will not come and ask you to make anything for him. He will go in the kitchen and organize himself. Whereas my middle child is the total opposite. And I realized that even your child's temperament weighs a lot and will determine how much work you have to do with them in really developing that independent skill in them. So my first tip is to don't do everything for your kids. Don't be that helicopter parent that just overshadows your child and you always want to just be there as a crutch to help them. I believe there's two emotions as parents, especially if it's your first child or your only child. Two emotions that we have to let go of as parents, and that's control and fear. And I know it's not easier said than done. Like, there are times where you're overstimulated, you're stressed, you're late, you're heading out the door, and your child is probably struggling to put on his shoes and struggling to put on his jersey, and it's just easier to just do it for them because you're pressed for time. But really be intentional as much as you can in holding back your willpower to just wanting to just step in and assist and do everything for them. So some examples of things that your kids can do for themselves: they can do their chores, they can clean up after themselves, depending on their age, they can make up their bed. If they're going to preschool, let them carry their lunch bag, let them carry their lunch kit, let them feed themselves. Yes, they may make mess, but from 6 months they can start to learn the practice of giving them little things to feed themselves. The more things they can do on their own, the better it's going to be for you. So allow them to do things for themselves and put things at a reach where they can access it. So if you have like a pantry, the items that you would want them to have, like their snacks or their juices or whatever, put it in a level that it's reachable for them so that they don't have to be always coming and asking you, mommy, can I get this? Let them be independent. I believe it's important as well to, once you lay the rules and the boundaries, for breakfast, this is what we eat, these are your options. We don't drink soft drink for breakfast. We drink water or we drink juice. so that they know on mornings, like when they get up, okay, I can't have the soft drink in the fridge, but I can have the water and I can have the juice. Or, you know what, I can eat an apple. I can take out the apple, wash it, and eat it. So I think it's important for us to have the conversations with your kids and let them know what is expected and what is required, and then put things in their reach. Secondly, is to promote problem solving. If they are doing a task and you observe that they are frustrated, or it's becoming difficult, or they are struggling, don't be quick to rush in and get it done for them or fix it for them, but leave them to figure it out on their own. What I like to do, so especially my second born, like the moment he hits an obstacle, whether it is putting on his shoes or taking off his jersey, he gets all flustered and frustrated and overwhelmed. In that case, what I tend to do is try to calm him emotionally. What I will tell him is, it's okay, baby. You're not in a rush. Take your time. There's no pressure. It's okay. We have all the time in the world. So I'm making him know that, hey, it's not a game. It's not a race. You can take your time. Think through it effectively. Do not rush, and you calmly walk them through it. You tell them what to do. Or sometimes what I will do, I would show them. So I would have on my jersey and I'll say, okay, this is what you do. To take off your jersey, or this is what, put in one pants first, and I would show them how to put it in. So while he's putting on his pants, I'm putting on a pants, so he understands what to do. So for me, during those moments where your child may feel overwhelmed and frustrated doing a task, is to calm them emotionally and bring emotional stability to them, so that they don't feel no pressure from within or from outside that I need to get this done quickly. And also, according to their age, especially when they start school and they may come with problems or an issue that is going on in school. Maybe, like, for example, this week my son, certain that was happening. Mommy, I have no friends, no one wants to speak to me. And I will have, okay, why do you think you have no friends? What could you do better to be a better friend? Really, how did that person feel? How do you think that person feel when you did this? So even in your conversations, we don't just want them to be problem solvers of tasks, but also in relationships and also mentally. So ask some questions like, how did that make you feel? What do you think we can do better in this situation? What do you think about that? Provoke them to think and to reason. Allow them to make decisions and choices. So I recommend that you don't give them too many options to choose from. I like to do A or B. So I would say, okay, what do you want for lunch? Do you want eggs or do you want a smoothie? What shirt do you want to wear? Do you want to wear this shirt or that shirt? And just make sure that the options that you're giving them, that you are okay with either one that they choose. And I'm not saying that you have to allow them to make big life decisions, but age appropriate decisions. And even when they reach a teenager, and in those big life decisions, I believe that we can still include them and let them have a voice in the school that they want to go to, or in the whatever career path that they would like to take. I still believe that their voice still should have weight and value in what they want to do. So offer them choices. It gives them the ability to make decisions, and it just empowers them. And many times, my son, he might make a decision, and I even teach him, well, you know what, that's what you chose. So even if you don't like it, this is what you chose. So you have to follow through with it. So even teaching them that your choices have consequences. Also, a simple thing like this, I allow my kids to choose their home clothes. And I have noticed, you guys, as parents, like, our children are so observant, even from a child. Even their color, they will very well surprise you. My kids, they choose their home clothes. So they can choose whatever they want. And again, once you tell them what is expected, I have a drawer that they have for home clothes. This is your drawer for going out clothes. And this is what you wear to go to sleep. So I would tell them, go choose your home clothes. And I'm telling you guys, like, my kids have more fashion sense than I do. Like the way they will color coordinate and things through. I'm like, wow. They will even impress you and might even shock you in the way that they can really make great decisions for themselves. So empower them to make decisions. Let them make mistakes. Our kids are not robots. We are not robots. Allow them to make mistakes and learn from it. Not because your child was running and they fell, you will ban them from running again. Not because they was riding the bike and they fall off the bike, you would say no more bikes for you ever again. Allow them to fall and make mistakes. It's a part of it. Sometimes they might make a choice that may not have been the right choice, but always be a safe space that your kids feel safe and comfortable knowing that my mother or my father will not embarrass me, they will not make me feel guilty, or they will not make me feel ashamed. We as parents ought to be a safe space for our kids, that they always feel welcome and comfortable. And I love my mom for this, and it's something that I try to adapt. Like if we would throw down a glass by accident, she would never like quarrel with us or argue with us or make us feel bad. Once she knew it was a mistake, she would be like, it's okay. It's just a glass. We can buy another one. Especially when you see that sense of remorse on your kids, you know that they're truly sorry or that they truly did not mean to do that. It was truly a mistake. Allow them. Failure is feedback, and allow them to just be human beings. Your response to their mistakes is just as important as the lesson that they have to learn. If you notice, when a baby falls, the first thing they do is they look at your response to see how do you react, and depending on your reaction, it depends on how they view the seriousness of them falling. So if you get on hysterical and you begin to panic, all of a sudden your child begins to panic and begins to cry. But if you say it's okay, dust yourself out and get up, dust yourself off and get up, they do it. So always remember that your response is just as important. Give them responsibilities. And there is something about little children at that age, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, they love to do chores. They love to do things around the home. And I believe it's because they see us doing these things and they want to mimic us. They want to follow us. So allow them. If they want to wash the wares, get a stool chair, get a stool and let them wash the wares. I have a 6-year-old and he likes to wash the wares. So if you like to wash the wares, I'm not going to hinder you. Come on up, wash the wares. Involve them. If you're cooking, let them cook. Let them make up their bed. Give them responsibilities. If it is to clean up the yard. When they come home from school, make sure you establish a routine with them. This is what we do when you come home from school. You take off your shoes. You put your shoes on your shoe shelf. You put your bag on the door hanger. You go do your homework. So establish a proper routine with them. And also how to manage money. Give them allowances. This is how you develop independent, responsible children. Give them allowances. Sometimes I would intentionally give Aiden money, bring back my change, bring back $5 change for me. So I won't say I would test him, but kind of, I would say, Aiden, I'm giving you this. This is what I want in return. Give them allowance. Teach them how to give and how to manage money, how to manage their possessions, how to take care of their shoes, their bag, their clothes. So guys, I hope you enjoy and implement these tips in raising independent kids. Remember, if you want your kids to be confident, they need to be competent. So give them the life skills that will make them be confident and thrive in every area of life. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.